Yeah, I mean, he got up and let him know that that's, not acceptable. It's not the way it's going to work out tonight. He's going to push back. Good for that kid, it was a good scrap. He plays hard, Ernie. But it was good for our group, and just to say this is how it's going to be tonight, and that's the way it is most nights. It was like that San Jose the other night. We're ready to play any type of style of game, and I think those guys, our older guys and heavier guys, prefer that it becomes a physical, because I think we can excel in those type of games.
Just given the severity of the puck to the face, that if you'd come to you today, yesterday, said I just can't go, would that have been enough? Understood?
Absolutely. Players obviously they control their first any injury, right? If they can't go, they can't go, and it's pretty straightforward. We'll get the next guy in there. And we were planning on it, Fluto, because yesterday I wasn't, we thought there'd be more extensive work done. Turned out it wasn't, I'm not going to say as bad. It might have been worse so that they didn't have to do work, like they knocked more teeth. I forget exactly how they explained it, but they weren't able to fix some of it. So, there was worse damage but less repair necessary, however they phrased it. So we were prepared to maybe put Peter in and drop Nordy down and Sean into the middle. But not surprised, Noel, this morning. He didn't look great, but he had said that he wasn't on a lot of pain meds, just initially, but not all last night. So, you ready to go?
Jake DeBrusk scored 7 on the last 8. How would you describe it? How was it?
Energetic, his legs are there. You can see it. He's winning foot races on a regular basis. And right now, there's not many guys that can catch him. Once that puck goes one way, if they haven't already started, he's getting by him. And his breakaway was a good example of that. He gets a little bit of a step, and a guy has to pivot. He's gone. He's going to the dirty areas. And his overall game's better. We have to remind him certain details, but tonight I thought he was reloading through the middle as well. Broke up a play, with their D coming. That's a big part of their offense. It's a big part of our meeting this morning about working back. They turn up well and their D comes, so we can't get lazy. So I like that part of his game as much as anything. As a coach, you want to see him grow his game. I mean, that's part of the process for these young guys. And if you're going to win in the long run, you're not going to score in 7 and 8 games when you start playing those tighter games, and you still have to bring that other stuff. And hopefully that's the message I hope Jake is getting out of this too, that he's delivering in other areas.
Take 2 more. If you just separate the outcome tonight, you look at your team today versus what your team was when it lost 4 straight to Tampa last year. Why are you a better team?
Well, I think Grizz, Charlie have a little more experience under their belt. So does Jake, Heinen. After that, our top guys are our top guys. I guess to judge Coyle versus Riley Nash, and it's a little bit early for that, and I don't want to disrespect Riley. He did a real good job for us, but and then Marcus, geez, I'd have to think, versus Rick Nash, a little early for that as well. So there's some similarities to the group. A lot of returning guys, but there are some of our guys that are a little more battle tested. That's probably the biggest difference. I think they've seen now what it's like to play. I don't know how to describe, maybe man's hockey in April or May, where it just gets elevated. You just have to be heavier, stronger on pucks. So whatever description you want to use, they probably have a much better feel for that now. Well, if teams are doing that, it's a definite compliment. And because for us, we feel Tampa. I mean, listen, they're good. They were better than us last year. They're the top team in the league, so we feel if they're not the best. Listen, internally, we feel real good about ourselves. All right, but the big picture, they're going to make a very valid argument they're the best team in the National Hockey League. So usually you want to measure yourself against the best. So if teams are starting to use us, it's a compliment to our group. That we're playing the right way, and that teams are trying to emulate the way you play, then that's a positive. And I was asked this morning about the measuring stick. Like I said, I think it's hard when they travel in here. We have a little more to play for, but you still want to use some of the game to see where you're at least. So, and I thought our guys responded real well.